जाने, मन की भाषा तू ही जाने, और न जाने कोई दाता, और न जाने कोई।
मन मृग तृष्णा भटक रही थी, मन मृग तृष्णा भटक रही थी, और न जाने कोई दाता, और न जाने कोई।
सब चिंताएं दूर हुई है, जब से मिला तेरा साथ। मन के शोर को तुमने थामा, हाथ में लेके हाथ, हाथ में लेके हाथ। धीरे धीरे हर मुश्किल से, धीरे धीरे हर मुश्किल से पार लगाता कोई दाता, पार लगाता कोई।
मन की भाषा तू ही जाने,
मन की भाषा तू ही जाने,
और न जाने कोई दाता,
और न जाने कोई।
फूलों के आंचल में जैसे सोई है नन्ही बूंदें, तुझसे मिलके वो ही सकूं मैं, पाऊं आँखें मूंदे, पाऊं आँखें मूंदे। सांसों की माला में तू, सांसों की माला में तू, और न दूजा कोई दाता, और न जाने कोई।
मन की भाषा तू ही जाने,
मन की भाषा तू ही जाने,
और न जाने कोई दाता,
और न जाने कोई।
और न जाने कोई दाता, और न जाने कोई।
Om Shanti and a very good morning. Today's Murli is dated 2nd April 2008 and today's Murli's title is This Year, Become an Authority of Experience in All Four Subjects. Make the aim and its qualifications equal. Today's Murli, Baba talks about a direct relation between happiness and contentment of the soul. As I was preparing for today's Murli, I could reflect and see a clear access to what would deprive me out of my sanskars from having a complete spiritual elevation, and something that was right in front of my eyes, but I could not see, which is something that I could see this time. So to start with today's Murli, today, Bapdada is seeing his jewels of contentment everywhere who remain content. The sparkle of contentment is visible on the face of each one. You yourself love jewels of contentment. Bapdada loves them, and the family also loves them because contentment is great power. There wouldn't be one soul who would not want contentment. Contentment can only be imbibed when you have attained all attainments. If there is little attainment, there will be little contentment. Contentment also invokes other powers. So when you experience yourself at any point of time, when you are content, you're fulfilled, you're satisfied, you will see the other powers also coming along with them. You'll be peaceful, you'll be happy, you'll be understanding, you'll be accommodative. All of that will come when you're fully content. According to capacity, the atmosphere of contentment also gives others vibrations of contentment. The sign of someone remaining content is that one will always be seen to be happy hearted, that one's face would always naturally remain cheerful. If you look, if you close your eyes and look at some people, if you just think about some people, you will see how that person's face is glowing. You will also be discussing with others that they go, look at them, how peaceful they are appearing, they're looking. कितनी शांति है उनके चेहरे पे. And they'll be naturally smiling. Their behavior, the behavior with others will also be very warm. So that one's face would always remain naturally cheerful. No adverse situation that comes in front of a contented soul will make that one fluctuate from from his original stage. No matter how great the situation may be, for a contented soul, it is seen as entertainment in the form of a cartoon show. This is why that soul does not get distressed by situations. The situations cannot attack that soul. They are defeated. The, the situation is defeated. This is why that soul experiences his life to be entertainment filled with super sensuous joy. He doesn't need to labor, but experiences that as entertainment. So, each one of you should check yourself. Baba's asking, you know how to check, do you not? Those who know how to check yourself and not check others, if you know how to check yourself, Baba's asking them to raise your hands. And I'm asking you, Ask yourself, are you that one whose soul does not get distressed by situations, that no matter what shows up, you don't lose your stability, your peace of mind, that whatever situation shows up, you are able to see it through gracefully without getting disturbed? Every day at Amrit Vela, the blessing that every child receives from Bap Dada in different forms is remain happy, remain prosperous. Everyone receives a blessing every day. Bap Dada gives everyone the same blessing simultaneously every day. But what is the difference? Why do you become number wise? The bestower is one, and the gift he gives is the same. He doesn't give a little to some and more to others. He gives generously. But then how is the difference created? All of you have experienced this because until now, this sound reaches Bap Dada. And do you know which sound? The sound is of sometimes, that is kabhi kabhi, and a little, thoda thoda. This sound reaches Bap Dada even now. So when Baba says remain happy, remain prosperous, are you happy? Are you prosperous? The answer that Baba gets is हाँ कभी कभी खुश होते हैं थोड़ा थोड़ा होते हैं. Bap Dada had said both these words should be removed from the dictionary of the life of the Brahmin souls. The words sometimes and little. These both words should be removed from the dictionary of the life of the Brahmin souls. The Father is imperishable. The treasures are imperishable. And all of you, all of us, are imperishable, elevated souls. So, what word should you be using? Should you be using sometimes, kabhi kabhi, or constantly, sada? In front of all the treasures, check. Do I have all the powers constantly? Do I have all the virtues constantly? When the devotees of all of you sing your praise, what do they say? Do they say the bestower of virtues sometimes? Is this what they sing? In every blessing, Bap Dada has said the word sada constantly. A master with all powers constantly. Not that sometimes you have some powers and at other times you have all the powers. At every moment you speak these two words and the Father also speaks them. Become equal. Bap Dada Saman. He doesn't say become equal to a little extent. He says complete and perfect to the fullest extent. So, what do the children sometimes do? Bap Dada also watches the game, does he not? He continues to watch the games of the children. What do some of you children do? Some of you Not all of you. Think about the blessing you have received. You speak about it. You note it down in your notebook. You even remember it, but you don't allow the seed of the blessing to become fruitful. You're unable to get fruit from the seed. You become very happy simply speaking about it. What do you speak? It is a very good blessing. The blessing is the seed, and to the extent that you make the seed fruitful, accordingly it will increase. What is the method to make the seed fruitful? It is to use it at the right time. You forget to use it at the time. More than forgetting, Maya takes over and you miss out on using it at that time, at every time. You simply see it in your notebook and speak about it. It is very good. It is very good. Baba has given a very good blessing. But why has he given it? He has given it for you to make it fruitful. Fruit grows from a seed. You churn the blessing, but in becoming an embodiment of that blessing, you become number wise. And every day we listen to the Murli, whether it is the Avyak Murli or the Sakar Murli, or you listen to some talk which is coming on the media by some sister or brother, and you get inspired by that. बहुत अच्छा बोला, बाबा ने आज बहुत अच्छा point बताया. But as the day passes, whatever you got inspired by, you miss out on practicing that. That is why the knowledge of whatever we get, we can't stand to get the fruit of that because we don't make use of the seed at the right time. We temporarily get intoxicated by the knowledge of it, not the practice of it. You churn the blessing, but in becoming an embodiment of that blessing, you become number wise. And that is why we become number wise. The more the practice, the higher the number. Seeing the fortune of each one, Bap Dada becomes pleased. However, Bap Dada had also told you earlier about the hopes in his heart. All of you raised your hands. Do you remember? That you would finish all reasons and excuses and become an embodiment of solutions. Baba's asking, do you remember that homework? Some children, in their heart to heart conversations, in their letters and emails to Baba, have written their result. It is good that your attention has been drawn. However, have you become like the word that Bab Dada likes? And the word is constantly. So today's homework is going to be, are you constantly an embodiment of the learnings, of the qualities? Are you using that seed constantly to get constant fruits of satisfaction, of fulfillment, of contentment? All of you who have come, whether you heard it or you read it, in the 1 month's homework, it has been just 1 month, not longer. In 1 month, you have had that aim. You've spoken about it to one another. However, those who have claimed good marks in their 1 month's homework, raise your hands. Those who have passed, those who have passed with honors, stand up. Everyone should have a vision, darshan, of those who have passed with honors. That's the reason Baba said, Baba told everyone to stand up. Not mothers. Among the sisters, the teachers haven't raised their hand. No one. Baba's asking those from Madhuban. And when he's looking around, he sees that very few people have stood up. The result is very low. There must be such ones at the centers too. So for those who got the results, Baba's congratulating them and telling them that you may applaud, you may acknowledge them. Bab Dada smiles because when Bab Dada asks, who has love for Bab Dada and how much love do you have? What do you reply? Baba, we have so much love for you. We can't even speak about it. You give a very good reply, and even Bab Dada is pleased. But what is the proof of love? Whomsoever you love, especially in the world nowadays, they have body consciousness love and they are ready to sacrifice their life for God's love. When the father says something, why do children find it difficult to do? In लौकिक life, love would be, मैं आपके लिए जान भी दे सकता हूँ. I can give my life for you. I can do anything for you. But then Bab Dada asks, why is it that we find it difficult to follow those virtues and those learnings? The answer is simple because we, to that extent, are consumed by our default sanskars coming out of our attachments. You sing very good songs. Baba, we are the moths who sacrifice ourselves to you. We are those who surrender to the flame. So, can you not sacrifice this one word? And that one word is reasons. Karan, bahane. Can't we sacrifice that one word? Now, the last turn of this season has come. You and the Father are seeing and will see what will happen in the next season, that is, in the next year. Seeing the time, you all speak about this, the call of time, the call of the devotees, the call of time, the call of souls experiencing sorrow, the call of souls who are loving and cooperative with you. You will fulfill that, will you not? What is your title? What is your duty? For which duties have you become Brahmins? For which duty have we become Brahmins today? World Transformers is our title. World transformation is our task. And who is our companion? You've become instruments for this task with Bap Dada. So what are you going to do? Even now, if Baba makes you raise your hands, all of you will raise your hands. You've kept that aim. Bap Dada has seen that totally in this season. All of you have had that thought. But the key to success is determination. That determination that I definitely have to do this. Instead of this, you are doing it sometimes saying, I'm moving along, I will do it. We also use reasons like, I am yet new, I have a lot of sanskars yet left to be completed. It will take me a while before I can reach there. Also, will I ever reach that stage? People have been practicing since such a long time. They have it in them. I don't have it in me. And this thought makes your determination ordinary. The word reason doesn't enter into determination. There is just a solution. Reasons may come, but nevertheless, because of checking, the reasons change into solutions. So, another homework here is determination. The first homework is constant, and the second homework is determination. No sometimes, no little, constant. Bapdada checked the result. And what did he see? He saw Jnani, Yogi, embodiment of dharana, and servers. In all four subjects, each one is Jnani, Yogi, has dharana, and is serving according to their capacity. However, in all four subjects, a lack was visible in their being an embodiment of experience or an authority of experience. In being an embodiment of knowledge, to be an embodiment of experience and knowledge means Gyan is said to be knowledge. A soul who is an embodiment of experience has knowledge. That is, understanding of what has to be done and what mustn't be done. He has the light and might of knowledge. Baba's very nicely put it up over here about having knowledge and application of knowledge. So, a soul who is an embodiment of experience has knowledge, that is, understanding of what has to be done and what mustn't be done. He has the light and might of knowledge. The meaning of being an embodiment of experience is that there should be light and might in a natural way in every action of a Jnani soul. Jnana means to know the knowledge, to speak about it, and together with that, there should be light and might in every action. With your form of being an embodiment of experience, your every action will naturally be elevated and successful. You won't have to labor because you are embodiments of the experience of knowledge. Having one and being one are two different things. So when you be one, that's when you are an embodiment of the knowledge that you have. And it is simple. The reason why we are number wise, and I'm using the word we, including my own self, is because to that extent, our application of the knowledge is poor. With your form of being an embodiment of experience, your every action will naturally be elevated and successful. You won't have to labor because you are embodiments of the experience of knowledge. The authority of experience is the most elevated of all authorities. There is a difference in knowing knowledge and in performing every action as an authority of the experience of knowledge. Underline, there is a difference in knowing knowledge. सिर्फ ज्ञान होना काफी नहीं है. It's not only enough to have the learnings, no matter how valuable the learnings may be. Till the time it's not in performance, till the time it's not in every action, as an authority of the experience of knowledge, it's of no use. So, check in all four subjects, in the knowledge, in the yoke, that is the constant connection with the Supreme Soul, in being an embodiment of the elevated practices, and in the services, in the seva. Take a moment and see, am I an embodiment of experience? I am a soul, but am I performing every action as an embodiment of experience? Do I relate to myself every moment as a soul? Or is it that at times I am Vimish, I am Rakhi, I am Ami, and at times I get into, sometimes, kabhi kabhi, thoda thoda, I get into soul consciousness. I am a soul, but am I performing every action as an embodiment of experience? If you are seated on the seat of an authority of experience, then elevated actions and actions that are filled with success will be seen as the natural nature in front of an authority. Body consciousness will come when the body is there. But when you relate to yourself as a soul, with the knowledge and having that embodiment of experience, each and every action stands to be elevated, filled with success, and will be seen as a natural nature in front of an authority. You think about it, but to become an embodiment of experience, your natural nature should be yogyukt and rasyukt. In your dharana too, all virtues should automatically be visible in every action. Always remain an embodiment of experience and remain seated on the seat of experience. It is essential to pay attention to this need. The seat of an authority of experience is very great. Even Maya cannot finish off those who are experienced. The authority of experience is multi-million times higher than the authority of Maya. To think about it is separate, to churn it is separate, but now it is essential for you to move along as an embodiment of experience. So Baba is asking, what will you do this year? Bapdada has seen that in one subject, the majority of you have passed. What subject is that? The subject of seva, of service. Bapdada has received very good service records from everywhere. And in terms of the service news this year, the zeal and enthusiasm for service is seen to be very good. Every wing, every zone has achieved success in service in different ways. Bap Dada is giving multi-million fold congratulations to each zone and each wing for this. You have also made very good plans, but now, according to the time, it is the season for suddenly. Many times in the Murlis or any discourses that we may have heard, you must have heard about Achanak. You must have seen and heard how so many Brahmins departed suddenly. The bell of suddenly is now becoming intense as we are clicking the seconds to the clock turning 12. Achanak is going to become even more and more intense. According to that, now, this year, to what extent have you become an embodiment of experience in all four subjects? You need to have good marks not only in one subject of seva, but in all the four subjects. If you have less than pass mark in even one subject, how can you become a bead of the rosary that is passed with honors and a garland around Bab Dada's neck? Those who are defeated in any way cannot become a garland around the Father's neck. When Baba makes you raise your hand, what do you all say? That you will become Lakshmi or Narayan. Okay, if you become Lakshmi or Narayan or even companions in that family, in their family, to become that is also an elevated status. Therefore, Bab Dada simply says one thing. Now, continue to fly in the flying stage at a fast speed and with the vibrations of your flying stage. Spread the atmosphere of cooperation. All of you have challenged matter that you will definitely transform the elements. You have promised this, have you not? Have you promised this? Do not wave, just nod. So, can you not transform your equals, the human souls who are in sorrow and peacelessness? Firstly, you have challenged it, and secondly, you have even promised Bap Dada. And what have we promised Bap Dada? That all of us are even now companions in your task. We are your companions in the supreme abode, in the kingdom too. We will remain companions of Father Brahma. You have promised this, have you not? So you will return together, stay together, and even now you are together. From time to time, you are seeing the signals from the Father in a practical way. Suddenly, ever ready, ever ready. Did you ever think that Dadi would go? You saw the game of suddenly. Last year, we lost, in the last couple of years, we lost three of the Dadis from the physical form. Ishu Dadi, to start with Janki Dadi, then Ishu Dadi, and then Gulzar Dadi. So you got to be prepared for suddenly, and be ever ready that any moment anything can happen. And when you're constant, only then you will be able to see that time without getting disturbed. So this year, be ever ready. You have to become lamps of hope, the ones who fulfill the hopes of the Father's heart. You know the Father's hopes. Are you going to become that? Or do you think, I will become that anyway? I will see about that. Not now. Abhi to time hai. There is yet time. So let me yet take my time to go through it and reach there. Those who feel that you have to become that, raise your hands. Look, this is being recorded on camera, and we all please Bap Dada very well by raising our hands, by giving our consent. Bap Dada also cannot return home alone without the children. Look, Father Brahma is also waiting for you children to open the gates of liberation. He's counting on us. The advance party is also waiting for you. Such a big responsibility it is that Baba and the advance party all are waiting for us. You are the ones, we are the ones who have to make the preparations. You're not the ones who are waiting. You are the ones who make the preparations. It is not anyone else who will bring forth Satyug. It is us who will bring it forth. So this year, keep the aim. However, keep the aim and qualifications equal. It should not be that your aim is very high and that you are very weak in the qualifications. No, your aim and its qualifications have to be equal. Your heart's desire is to become equal, and that will only be fulfilled when your aim and its qualifications are equal. Now, there is a little difference between your aim and its qualifications. You make very good plans. You also have very good heart to heart conversations among yourselves. You also remind one another to pay attention. Determination is our birthright. Now, become an embodiment of the experience of this thought. Check. Am I also experiencing what I'm saying? So check the first experience of that expression. I am a soul. मैं आत्मा हूँ. Am I an authority of experience of the form of the soul? Because the authority of experience is number one. Acha. So there is some upheaval in the hall. In which stage are all of you? Are you in upheaval? Those who have to pay attention to that are doing that. What do you all have to do? Nothing. but to spread vibrations of good wishes. So think, bring everything in front of you, whether it is the soul, the supreme soul, or the cycle. To what extent have you become an embodiment of experience in each of these? Acha, in any situation, are you able to remain stable in your original stage? The drill of the concentration of the mind. Can you become an embodiment of the awareness of the 3 points? Simply put a full stop. Acha, Om Shanti. So we shall stop here and we shall continue tomorrow. Let's take a few moments to reflect on what Baba's told us through this Murli before we come back to share. Okay, you can unmute and share now.
Shanti, good morning. Um, Baba said that the words sometimes and little must be removed from the dictionary of the Brahmin family. And Baba has also asked us to use the word sada and check, do I have all the virtues and powers constantly? Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother. Very nice, Murli. Thank you, Baba. There were very many important points, but the one which I took immediately to my heart was the one which says that the one way to know that you're content is that you're always happy. Your face is glowing, you're smiling, and you can take any situation in your life without any distress. You can observe it like a entertainment, like a cartoon show, and just move on. And my own reflection is that every pain that comes to you, which you consider a pain, is also a joy. It brings you closer to the Almighty, it brings you closer to Baba. It is something which is God's gift to you, which pushes you to break those boundaries of realization and makes you really deeply connect to Baba. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Very good morning to everyone. In addition to what Sister Harpreet said, it's God's gift. Yeah, God's gift is to energize us amidst all chaos, all such adverse situations. Every situation is being created by me. If I have this 100% faith in me, unflinching faith, whatever I'm going through, it's all my creation, good or bad. But Baba gives me that energy to evolve in from it. And like Murli in beginning, we understood the contentment. Really, are we content? And who the wave in the Murli was, are we living in that soul consciousness all the time in our actions? So really lots of checking. Actually, I was just thinking then and then only, when we are together, we enjoy so much of soul consciousness from each and every one. We get so motivated. We share But throughout, Baba said time is very less, really. And Dadi Janki Man's inspiration is go into the deep silence. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti Baba, Om Shanti everyone. What I understood today is that we have to be embodiments in all the four subjects, just not one, and not good getting enough marks in one subject also would make us probably not pass. So all the four Gyan, Yog, Seva, and Dharana, we have to be scoring full. We have to be embodiments of it or be the authority of in all these subjects. So that's the challenge. I would like to experiment on this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vimesh Bhai, reading the Murli. I just have one question. I'm not clear on something. Maybe you can help me with something or give me a couple of examples. When Baba talked about embodiment of experience, I understand the literal meaning of that, but I did not understand the deeper meaning of that. Would you please maybe explain a little bit? Really appreciate it.
Sure. Would anyone else like to have a go at this? Like to share your perspective about what Indarbai is asking? Anyone?
Yes, I would like to share, brother. When Baba is talking of embodiment of experience, it means for me, what I have connected to is that when he is giving you the beautiful Murli to read, or when he is giving you so much of wisdom through Gyan, through knowledge, but that you're absorbing at an intellectual level, and you're absorbing it as something that you read and understand. But when you talk of the word of experience, whatever you're reading, those words, it gives you those goose pimples, like you, at times, when you're day to day connected to Baba, and when you carry out your daily tasks, you experience that lightness, that happiness, that joy. That is one way. And the other is in real life examples, like you had difficult situations, or you had a situation that was very happy and joyful, and you had an opportunity to be used as an instrument to transform people, to give them the guiding light of Baba. And you actually experience that happening. You can see the change in the pure souls in front of you, because I am a soul and you are a soul. And actually that experience is something it's hard to define, but you know it. You can feel the vibration. You can feel the connection, and you can feel that innermost joy. And that is that experience. And it reflects actually when you're talking, when you're doing. I mean, I'm sorry if I took too much time, but I just
No,
wanted
that's
to
fine.
Yeah, Om Shanti. Yeah.
So, Indarbai, that was whatever Harpreet Behan just shared. If I can attempt to give a live example for you to connect, say there is another soul with who's kind of alligating you or swearing at you or blaming you for something. What is your sthiti? What is your state at that time? Are you getting hijacked because of your maya, because of your default sanskars? Or at that moment, you're stable, you're calm, you're composed, there is poise where you are. You've anchored yourself and you're seeing that time through, having compassion and understanding for that person, having the experience of understanding that this is drama. Maybe there is something, there's a connection between me and that soul. That is a reason that soul is coming and talking to me in this manner. And you see that time through gracefully without any reaction or without deepening that situation further downwardly. And once that is seen through, it doesn't disturb your state of mind. And maybe you leave that person with an experience of that you heard him out, listened him out, got his experience, taking responsibility, and then looking at what else could be done in that stage. When you are operating from that, in my understanding, that would be an example of embodiment of the experience, that you were not operating from your default sanskars, but you're operating from the elevated sanskars. Does that get you some clarity in that way?
Yes, yes, it's very, thank you very much, Vimesh Bhai and Harpreet Bhan. Really appreciate your help with this. So now I understand a little bit more clear. So I know how to do going forward, how to handle these situations going forward. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Baba.
Yeah, we all actually, in our day-to-day lives, we keep on saying that बहुत difficult hai. Yeah, it's easier said than done. Uh, yeah, I don't know how to do it in my situation. We have a lot of reasons coming up. Imagine if Brahma Baba would have entertained all those reasons, then this family wouldn't have reached, we wouldn't have been a part of this family. Because if you read his book, Adi Dev, you will get to learn a lot of the challenges that he went through. Even the Dadis, whatever challenges they went through, coming from a conservative society, an orthodox society, especially when they were little girls and they chose to come and go with Baba, what kind of challenges they were facing. In fact, in Pandav Bhavan now, in the history hall, when I visited this time, I could see they have changed all the pictures up there, which is up the wall, and they literally have photographs of, uh, there are um, some kind of challenges that roko, there is some kind of a dharna which is there, or a strike which is there, where the sisters, with the dadis, when they were young, they were not allowed to go. Imagine if he can do it, even we can do it. All that we need is the determination to stand in soul consciousness. We have taken up this, we have become a part of this family with a reason, with a purpose that Baba has counted on us. And all that we need to do is to constantly operate from there. Is it going to be an easy climb? No, it is not. But we have chosen this. Yes, I guess Shivani Ben has certain things to say. She says, what I understand is Baba expects children to go beyond the obvious, beyond the gross, not doing, talking, or acting from a superficial space, but to get into the depth through one's experiences, and then to act from the space of being an authority, of being an experienced soul. So there are no hypothetical ideas. Very rightly you've put. It's only not talking about the great things. It's being an embodiment of that I am practicing that, and I as not as the identity, as a person, but I as a soul. And she's given an example in Logic for recruitment, a candidate with experience is sought, not someone who has theoretical knowledge, but no practical experience. That's where, just metaphorically, experience is significant. And Baba means to, what Baba means is to experience everything that sounds lovey-dovey, to not be entangled in words, get to sit and experience. With experience comes authority, and with constant experiences comes being an embodiment of that. Very nicely put. Thank you, Shivani Ben. Yes, one more person, if anyone would like to share.
Om Shanti. Today, as Baba said, that experience is the greatest authority of all, even greater than the authority of Maya. So, as we are the lamps of hopes of Baba, and he wants us to cover the difference between our targets and our aims and our efforts. So now is the time to learn to be stable in every situation, increase our concentration power, and increase the practice of putting a full stop to the situation. Om Shanti.
Yes, Bhavnavan. Putting a full stop. All right, it's 6:30. Amiben, can you please put on some music for a couple of minutes, please?
Yes.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you for the sustenance. Thank you for making me a part of this divine family. Thank you for counting on me to bring forth the golden age. I hereby promise to remove the two words from my dictionary which you don't like. That is sometimes and little. And I promise that I am replacing them with Sada. Constant. You are banking on me, and my promise is to not let you down. I am a jewel of contentment. I am committed to relate to each soul as a soul, and not by the body sanskars. I have the faith that whatever is happening is my karmic account and is drama. And I promise not to succumb to any reasons. I am with you, shoulder to shoulder, to serve humanity and to serve all. I leave the baggage of all reasons and the so-called sufferings or the challenges that I was carrying so far. I elevate myself and I take the responsibility on my shoulders to gracefully stand for others. There is no suffering that I have. I missed out on what I was blessed with, and I realize it now. Determination and constant is something that I wear up my shoulders. And I am the one to create a legacy. Thank you, Baba, for choosing me. I promise to not let you down. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, family.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Vimishbhai. Thank you, all of you, and see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Have a blissful day. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you.